I'm William Kumwembe with Business Time. This is a magazine program where we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines in the country. And coming up in the program today, Malawi courts Indian investors in manufacturing sector. And also in the program, trade gap between Malawi and Tanzania continues to widen. We find out why. We have these and other stories. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome. In our main story in the program today, the Indian High Commissioner to Malawi has said Malawi represents vast business opportunities when India investors can establish manufacturing operations targeting both domestic and export markets. He said this in Blantyre on Tuesday at the India-Malawi Business to Business Roundtable hosted by the Malawi Confederation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, MCCCI. He cited agriculture, fertilizer manufacturing, transport and fintech as sectors where India has advanced capacity and can expand through local investments and joint ventures. We have the whole story in this report by Benedetta Chuandamia.
Malawi, whose economy is predominantly agrarian, mainly exports raw agricultural commodities, including pigeon peas, to India through their existing bilateral trade relationship. However, the country, under its national development agenda, the Malawi Vision 2063, is exploring opportunities to expand its export base by increasing productivity in key productive sectors, including agriculture, through private sector-led industrialization and strategic investment. Speaking during the business-to-business meeting, Indian High Commissioner to Malawi, Amararam Gujari, said Malawi presents vast business opportunities where India investors can establish manufacturing operations targeting both the domestic market and exports to the regional market. He cited many potential investment areas such as agriculture, fertilizer manufacturing, transport and fintech, which he said India is already advanced.
So I am very glad that at least 6-7 companies came from India to explore the business potential in Malawi in these sectors: agriculture, fertilizer sector, and fintech sector, and transport and infrastructure sector, and of course trading. So I requested my Indian delegates that please look at Malawi not as a trading partner, just look beyond the trading, to just do manufacturing in Malawi, just form a joint venture with a Malawian partner. So if you are setting a manufacturing plant in Malawi.
Leader of the Confederation of India Industry Delegation, Vikas Agrawal, said India accounts for over 50% of Malawi's pharmaceutical imports, and there is growing interest in establishing local pharmaceutical manufacturing plants to serve both domestic and neighboring markets.
We have been to many African countries. The unique thing about Malawi is that the people out here are willing to do something new, especially in the field of business and industrialization. We, being on the international forum, we would like to suggest the Malawians that it is the right opportunity for them to adopt the new technologies which are already being developed by India. India took many years to develop these technologies. And now India is, one of the world power. So similarly, if Malawi join hands with India and utilize the Indian technologies, they can gather what they want in 2063 way before that, and they can be, like India, advanced economy.
MCCCI President Waisre Piri described the Malawi-India partnership as strategic, with trade between the two countries valued at about $1 billion in 2024, making India one of Malawi's top investment partners. However, he called for a more conducive business environment and supportive policies from government to attract more investors into the country. Piri cited punitive taxes, including the proposed 5 billion kwacha threshold for supernormal profits, as restrictive to large investors, especially those seeking to establish manufacturing and production lines.
When you look at the chamber side, I think all we can do from our side is to lobby for the good policies from the government that would allow these people being able to come into the country. And we've done that over the years. There are some policies that as of now we still believe they need to be worked on. As an example, there have been some way you talk of supernormal profits. I think now it's been reduced to around 5 billion, where now the taxes are a bit more. So when we pushing in investors to come in, someone pushes in millions of dollars, then you're telling him that if you make $2 million as a profit, we'll charge you more. Those are some of the policies that as a chamber we've been engaging government on, and we're still working on. But otherwise, as a country or in general, it's a good country to invest in. And all these investors, when we sit down with them, they look up to Malawi because we're stable. We're a country, like we're saying, we're an agricultural nation. Then you've got India that is looking at a lot of these sesames, pigeon peas that we can easily grow from Malawi. And looking at the way we've been stable, no political violence and all that, it's a country where people want to invest in. But there are some other things that we need to work on, like I've mentioned.
Minister of Industrialization, Business, Trade and Tourism Simon Itai said Malawi is seeking partnerships that support agricultural value addition, strengthen local manufacturing, enhance access to affordable medicines, and create decent jobs. He added that government is committed to improving the business environment by simplifying regulations, promoting public-private dialogue, strengthening industrial infrastructure, and facilitating trade to make Malawi a competitive investment destination.
I think it's very important because if we really want to improve and develop, we need to find partners where we can export as well as import. Of course, our interest hinges more on the exports, and that's why we are talking about the 2063, we are talking about agri-processing, commercializing of agriculture, as well as ensuring that we industrialize and export. So these meetings are important because what we are doing is to match importers and exporters, both from the two countries.
One of the local producers, Bakresta Malawi Limited, through their sales manager, Elias Nyirongo, said the engagement created opportunities for the company in its drive to maximize production of soybeans, a key raw material for their production line.
It's been a good meeting actually because we've met partners who would want to engage in soybean production. As you know, last year we commenced into soybean production. So locally we are unable to source soya, but with the partners we've met, we'll be able to engage them with the local farmers so that we lift or we do more on the soybean production, as the partners may provide fertilizer and other inputs so that we boost the production of soybean on the locally. So that would mean that the farmers would benefit, will also benefit. In return, the same partners, they are ready to buy the soya bean oil plus the other products that we get from soya, that is soya cake. So they will be able to export that to India as well.
The India delegation included representatives from more than 7 companies across agriculture, fintech, infrastructure, transport and trading sectors who engaged Malawian partners to explore areas of mutual interest. Malawi and India have been in a bilateral trade relationship for many years, and the bilateral trade between the two countries in 2023-2024 was estimated at $145.67 million, approximately 255 billion kwacha.
Now, traders from Malawi and Tanzania have all reasons to smile as the two countries reached an agreement and signed a memorandum of understanding to allow duty-free border crossing of 61 products. The simplified trade regime further relaxes rules of origin and customs procedures, all to ensure cross-border traders have it hassle-free plying their trade between the two countries. The agreement covers goods worth over $2,000 or about 3.5 million kwacha, mostly agricultural produces and agri-based products. However, the downside of the agreement is that Malawi is declining in as far as exports to Tanzania is concerned, and this has had an effect according to officials from Tanzania. It was also shared that Malawi investors have invested over $49 million and created jobs, about 700 in Tanzania, although figures of Tanzania investment stock in Malawi were not shared.
Trade regime agreement between the United Republic of Tanzania and the Republic of Malawi. This agreement, it shows a true commitment that has been established by the vision of our two presidents, Her Excellence Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, and His Excellence Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the President of the Republic of Malawi, who had a shared vision of enhancing trade cooperation and economic cooperation between our two countries. The Simplified Trade Regime Agreement that I signed here today, it shares a vision of Her Excellence Dr. Samia of ensuring that economic integration does not only benefit bigger corporation, but it also benefits ordinary citizens, especially the small cross-border traders that do business on daily basis. Make sure that it benefits their economic activities across the two borders. So an agreement here today, it just puts into formality the ongoing trades that has been going for small-scale traders between the two borders.
Minister of Industrialization, Trade, Business and Tourism, Simon Itai, acknowledged the worrying trade deficit the country incurs trading with Tanzania, but hoped that the agreement would help the country generate more interest.
When we look at the systems and the processes of exporting items into another country, usually they are very cumbersome. So with this agreement, what it means is that all that is now eased and the people should be able to trade. And the payment for processing is also very minimal, $1. So that will ease their trading and will also ensure that they can export and import whatever they want from Tanzania.
Remember, this is Business Time, a magazine program in which we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines in the country. My name is William Kumwembe. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Business Time, and moving on. Malawi Stock Exchange listed NBS Bank on Saturday signed a memorandum of understanding with Amaris Hotel aimed at promoting family banking for generation wealth creation. The partnership was unveiled during a Red Affair dinner organized by the two institutions on Valentine's Day, February 14, at Amaris Hotel in Blantyre. During the event, the bank launched its family banking product in the southern region following its official launch in Lilongwe. NBS Bank Chief Operating Officer Shadrack Chikusilo said the move is ideal for its customers. Benedetta Chuandamia has more in this report.
The partnership between NBS Bank and Amaris Hotel Group was unveiled during a Red Affair dinner organized by the two institutions on Valentine's Day, February 14, at Amaris Hotel in Blantyre. At the event, NBS Bank launched its family banking product in the southern region following its official launch in Lilongwe in January. NBS Bank Chief Operating Officer Shadrack Chikusilo said the bank was transitioning from banking individuals to saving entire families as a unit. He said the facility offers clients more benefits compared to individual accounts.
If you might recall, early in the year, we launched a unique product called Family Banking in Lilongwe, and we did invite all our customers from Lilongwe to the launch, but we also decided that we need to come to Blantyre, and today being a day that is associated with celebrating love, that also speaks to family, we thought that it was a befitting day to launch the product again today in Blantyre for our customers and treat them to a dinner. But most importantly also to sign an MOU with Amaris that will give our customers that are on that product access to services at Amaris at a discount. So it was a twofold win tonight. The launch of the product to our customers in Blantyre, but also the signing of the MOU that speaks to the product at the same time.
Amaris Hospitality Group Managing Director Rami Wahid described the partnership as a milestone that brings together two major brands to enhance service delivery to Malawians.
In my point of view, this is one of my very important partnership that I have made since I came to Malawi 6 years ago. It's two big companies decided to work together, forward together. This partnership will allow the customers, the VIP customers of NBS, to use the facilities of Amaryllis Hotel, whether getting the discounts on food and beverage, free nights, come to the gym, swimming pool, and we are also planning to do a lounge, a VIP lounge for our VIP guests and NBS. Plus, we are merging between NBS loyalty program and Amaryllis Rewards, which is our loyalty program. So it's, as I mentioned, it's two big companies, two big programs are almost merging, making sure that the guests or our customers, whether Amaryllis or NBS, are getting the most.
NBS customer and Sigamo Concert Managing Director Audrey Mwala applauded the new family banking product, describing it as a game changer in wealth creation.
I believe that now our banks are going in the right direction, where they are looking at clients beyond what the clients are able to give them today in terms of deposits, but also looking in future at what clients can bring in future if they create wealth. So I'm very excited with the development where the bank is thinking beyond just banking, but thinking more value addition, bringing more services to clients beyond just the bank. And in addition, I also like the fact that they are looking at the family, because when people do money transactions together, it's going to be more progressive than doing it individually.
Under the partnership, qualifying NBS clients will enjoy benefits such as discounts on food and beverages, complimentary nights, and gym access.
And in other business news, Finca Malawi has donated 7.8 million kwacha to the Malawi National Spelling Bee to support 6 students who will represent the country at the 2026 African Spelling Bee scheduled for March 18th in Zimbabwe. The 6 learners, 3 from primary schools and 3 from secondary schools, have been selected from both public and private institutions from across the country. Speaking at the check presentation ceremony in Blantyre, Finca Malawi Marketing Manager Takondo Chira said the sponsorship aligns with the institution's mission of transforming lives, improving living standards, and fostering economic growth.
Finca Malawi, we've noted the good job that Malawi National Spelling Bee are doing. Their job has been very critical in promoting education, building confidence, and promoting academic excellence, especially in the young leaders. And because of this, we thought we should be part of the success that Malawi National Spelling Bee is doing to the children. Year and year, we've seen Malawi National Spelling Bee doing competitions right here in Malawi. And when we received a call that they wanted to send 6 children for a regional competition, we decided to be part of it. Especially because this is part of our mission. Our mission is to transform lives. Our mission is to promote better living standards. Our mission is to help individuals build their economic growth. And because we've been supporting education through our Finca Edu Smart product, we've supported over 10,000 students. We've supported over 100 schools, and we thought, why not supporting these 6 children that need to do this on behalf of the country? So this is why we decided to do a full sponsorship for the trip. The 6 children will be traveling to Harare, Zimbabwe, and they needed 7.8 million to cover their costs for transport and accommodation and everything, and this is where we came in to take up the full responsibility.
And Malawi National Spelling Bee Director of Operations and Special Events, Andrew Francisco Chico, described the donation as timely and crucial for the country's participation in the continental contest.
It's one of the biggest days in the history of Malawi National Spelling Bee. For the wonderful gesture we have received from Finca Malawi. I'm saying that this is the beginning because if you have noticed well, and as I think has mentioned it, says one of its main objectives is to make sure that people do live well, not just live. Now, for someone to live well, that one has to be educated. So this sponsorship is a special one because it's going towards education. And you have also heard that they do sponsor education in various sectors. And for sure, we are that sector which we are missing on their list. So that's why I said that now Thinker has started. It means they will continue doing this the following years. What happens normally, African Spelling Bee, Malawi National Spelling Bee is a consortium of the African Spelling Bee, which is comprised of 27 countries. So what we normally do every year, we normally have a contest or a competition in one of the countries. We do rotate. So this year we are going to have a competition in Zimbabwe, Harare. So the Malawi team, you might be aware, some of you, that last year we were supposed to travel to Nigeria, but we had problems. And this year we're about to fail too. But looking at Zimbabwe so close, and we thought of approaching this organization, this financial institution, which has sponsored 100%. It has made everything possible for us to go there, pay for everything, and come back together with the young ones. You may wish to know that the budget we gave them, we're also looking at the economy in the country. What the budget we gave them, it's we are going to travel by road. You know, Harare is not very far away from Blantyre, so I think that's why we're really very, very grateful for that. I think Malawi, it has made our life easier, and definitely we have started living well. So we'll come back we'll leave on 18th March, and we'll come back on 21st March 2026. We are going to have 6 sparers, 3 from primary and 3 from secondary, both from public and private institutions, and from other regions.
Well, with that story, we've also come to the end of today's edition of the program Business Time, a magazine program in which we bring you major business and economic news stories making headlines in the country. On behalf of the entire production team, my name is William Kumwembe. Thank you for watching. But always remember, if it doesn't make money, then it doesn't make sense. Stay safe and goodbye for now.